On November 11th, 2025, the Sun launched 3 separate explosions directly at Earth within 48 hours. The third and most powerful, an X5.1 solar flare, released radiation that ionized Earth's upper atmosphere and triggered radio blackouts across Europe and Africa. The combined impact of all 3 triggered a severe G4 geomagnetic storm, auroras visible as far south as Florida, Mexico, and Texas. And right now, today, a sunspot on the Sun's surface has been confirmed with the highest possible magnetic classification, Beta Gamma Delta, the strongest category that exists. The Sun is not a stable object in the background of your life. It is the most dangerous thing in your solar system, and it is already dying. But the flares are not what should keep you awake at night. The flares are just the Sun behaving normally. What should keep you awake is what it's doing slowly, and what that means for the only planet you've ever lived on. The Sun has been burning for approximately 4.6 billion years. It has enough hydrogen fuel remaining for approximately 5 billion more. But here is what most people never hear. Life on Earth doesn't have 5 billion years. The Sun brightens by approximately 1% every 100 million years. In roughly 1 billion years, it will be bright enough to boil Earth's oceans. Not gradually. The process will accelerate. The oceans will evaporate, and Earth's surface will become permanently uninhabitable 1 billion years from now, not 5 billion. And that's before the Sun starts doing something far more dramatic to the inner solar system. You've been told the Sun will expand into a red giant in 5 billion years, and that's technically accurate. What gets left out is everything that happens before that. The Sun is already 30% brighter than it was when Earth formed. When the first oceans appeared on Earth 4 billion years ago, the Sun was significantly dimmer than it is today. Life on Earth evolved in a solar system that is continuously and permanently getting hotter. In approximately 500 million years, photosynthesis becomes impossible as CO2 levels drop below what plants can use in the increasing heat. In approximately 800 million years, surface water begins disappearing permanently from most of Earth. In approximately 1 billion years, the oceans are gone. And none of this requires the Sun to expand. It happens while the Sun is still a normal main sequence star. But even that timeline, the one that ends all surface life in 1 billion years, is not the event that changes everything in the solar system. That comes later, and it's worse. In approximately 5 billion years, the Sun's core runs out of hydrogen. Shell burning begins. The Sun starts to expand. Over the course of a few million years, it grows to roughly 100 times its current radius. Mercury is consumed, Venus is consumed, and Earth. According to the most detailed calculation published by Klaus Peter Schroeder and Robert Cannon Smith in the monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society, Earth will not survive, even as the Sun loses mass during expansion, causing Earth's orbit to drift outward. The rate of expansion outpaces the drift. The Sun overtakes Earth's orbit, and the planet is consumed, not scorched, not stripped of atmosphere. Consumed. The Earth, the ground you are standing on right now, spirals inward through the outer layers of a dying star and is vaporized. But here's what the timeline means for anyone paying attention to the present. The Sun is already 4.6 billion years into that process, which means the mechanism that ends Earth is not approaching. It is already underway. Understanding what the Sun is doing right now requires understanding the 11-year solar cycle. The Sun's magnetic poles reverse approximately every 11 years. During the peak of that cycle, solar maximum, sunspot activity increases, solar flares become more frequent and more powerful, and coronal mass ejections launch billions of tons of charged plasma toward Earth at speeds of up to 3,000 kilometers per second. Solar cycle 25, the current cycle, reached solar maximum in 2024 and 2025, and it delivered. The X5.1 flare of November 11th, 2025, the strongest of the year, triggered a severe G4 geomagnetic storm. The G5 level, the maximum, triggers complete collapse of power grids and is associated with satellite failures across the entire sunlit hemisphere. We reach G4, one level below complete grid collapse. The last time Earth experienced a G5 event was the Carrington Event of 1859. A solar storm so powerful it set telegraph wires on fire across Europe and North America, without any current running through them. The induced electrical current from Earth's disturbed magnetic field was enough to ignite the infrastructure of the most advanced technology of that era. Power grids, satellites, internet infrastructure, GPS, financial systems, is orders of magnitude more vulnerable than a telegraph wire. A Carrington-level event today is estimated to cause between $600 billion and $2.6 trillion of damage to the United States alone, and recovery could take years. And right now, as of June 26, 2026, a sunspot region designated AR4478 has been confirmed with a beta-gamma-delta magnetic configuration, the highest classification that exists. Forecasters are giving a 50% chance of M-class flares and a 10% chance of X-class flares over the next few days. The sun is active. The cycle has not fully quieted. And the window between solar maxima, where the sun is relatively calm, is approximately 5 years. We are still in the dangerous half of the cycle. Every 11 years, without exception, the sun goes through this. And every 11 years, the probability of a Carrington-level event sits somewhere between 1 in 100 and 1 in 8 per solar cycle, depending on which research you read. The question is not whether a Carrington-level event will happen again. The question is which solar cycle it happens in. Now consider what the sun is doing on a timescale that makes solar cycles look like background noise. It is getting brighter. Not metaphorically, not eventually. Right now, the sun brightens by approximately 1% every 100 million years. That rate has been continuous since the sun formed 4.6 billion years ago, which means the sun you experience today is already 46% brighter than the sun that first warmed Earth's oceans. The planet adapted. Life adapted. But adaptation has limits. In 500 million years, a timescale shorter than the time since the Cambrian explosion, CO2 levels drop too low for photosynthesis. The base of every food chain on Earth collapses. 500 million years sounds like an abstraction, but the Cambrian explosion, when complex animal life first appeared on Earth, was 540 million years ago. The amount of time remaining for complex life on Earth is approximately equal to the entire history of complex life on Earth. We are at the halfway point. In July 2025, Quantum Magazine reported on observations of a planetary system 57 light-years away. 4 planets orbiting a star twice the age of our sun, already in the advanced stages of stellar evolution. Scientists are using it as a preview of what our solar system will look like in 5 billion years. What they found, the inner planets are gone. The surviving planets have been pushed outward. The star has already shed its outer layers. Earth's fate is described by researchers as an open question, meaning nobody can confirm whether it survives or gets consumed. Most models say consumed, but in 2020, astronomers observed a star 12,000 light-years away temporarily become hundreds of times brighter, the signature of a planet being swallowed. For the first time in history, scientists watched a planet die inside its star. That's not a model. That's not a prediction. That's the observation of something that had already happened. The light of a planet's death finally reaching a telescope. And in June 2026, AR4478 is generating the highest flare probability seen on the solar disk in weeks. The sun is the same star it has always been. It does not speed up or slow down based on what is living around it. It brightens continuously. It cycles continuously. It expands eventually. And every day that passes, it is 0.000000274% brighter than the day before. That number is so small it is meaningless on a human timescale. Accumulated over 100 million years, it ends photosynthesis. Accumulated over 5 billion years, it ends Earth. The process started the moment the sun ignited. It has never stopped. The sun launched 3 explosions at Earth in November 2025. It brightens by 1% every 100 million years. In 1 billion years, the oceans boil. In 5 billion years, Earth is consumed. And right now, there is a sunspot on its surface with the highest magnetic classification that exists. We still don't know which solar cycle will produce the next Carrington event. The most dangerous thing in your solar system rises every morning, and it has been dying since the day it was born. Like if you'll never look at a sunny day the same way. Subscribe to Star Dread, new cosmic horror documentary every day. Tag someone who thinks the sun is just background scenery. What should terrify you next? Drop it in the comments.